Empowerment has become more than a word for our more recent generations. It has become a journey and a way to live. I first heard this word in one of my sociology classes when they talked about feminism. I remember thinking that empower sounded so beautiful and sophisticated. I suppose that coming from Latin America, this is something I have not heard much in my life before. For a while, empower was simply a term I used for academic purposes. However, not too long after, I began to see it all over social media and I loved it. The essential meaning of empower is to make someone stronger and more confident, especially in controlling their life and claiming their rights. By definition, the word empower seems pretty directional and transactional. However, in my experience, meaning in the therapy room, is much more than that. Here's a collection of concepts that empowerment means to humans of this generation. Honoring human rights, freedom of being, power and encouragement to change the world, ability to take care of the world, healing the victim mindset, knowing triggers, owning faults, processing trauma, making justice, learning what is just, seeing other people's perspectives, speaking up, redirecting disrespect, seeking help, trusting self and others, counting on a community, defending one's beliefs, protecting yourself and others, mourning dilemmas, crying for yourself, acknowledging the dark side, acknowledging the good side, using one's strengths, being proud of yourself, making space for yourself, taking care of yourself, investing in yourself, establishing boundaries, distancing yourself from others when needed, personal honesty, expanding one's knowledge, accepting reality, not blaming, developing a good sense of self-identity, employing compassion and empathy, critical thinking, fighting for one's passion, respecting humanity, respecting what we don't know, feeling capable, overcoming hardship, resilience, challenging yourself, getting out of the comfort zone, putting one's feet on the ground, loving every piece of yourself. Each of these examples tell a story of a client who felt victimized or ready to take over the world. Both are valid. Every statement here speaks for something someone went through, and maybe something you are going through. But most importantly, these stories combine into an emotional connection that inspires our generation to stand back up and carry on. As you can see, more often than not, empowerment starts with a sad story, and that's okay. Bad things happen to us all the time, but it's best to think about the bad events as a wake-up call, because empowerment must end with actions to gain power and control over decisions that will determine your quality of life. Empowerment must end with a voice that represents you and your cause. And taking action to raise that voice takes some self-awareness, accountability, and a big motivation. A motivation to choose what's best for you and what you value. And the reason why it is so important that you develop that motivation is because every experience that happens in your life will change your brain. You are born with the basic architecture of your nervous system, but your life experiences will modify it as you go. Yet, the story that you tell yourself about all of these experiences will continue to encourage your brain to think a certain way. And if you don't take care of that narrative, your mind will fail to heal and adapt, and you will become powerless. Your greatest strength is your ability to adapt to adversity, and your amazing human brain allows you to do this through neural adaptability. Take on the responsibility to be vulnerable as well as true to your needs and wants during your lifetime. Maya Angelou said, "You may not control all of the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them."